Hi guys, it's me again. All right, it's still the same day. Just because of the magic of video, it might seem like another day, and I changed my shirt. I was getting hot. Tony, the landscaper, still outside, means the dog might still freak out. Sorry. Um, but we're gonna do day 3 today, or now. Day 3, if you did not do day 1 and day 2, do not do this step yet. If you did day 1 or day 2 and I haven't responded and said go, do not do this step yet. You need to make sure that you got graded for day 1 and day 2 before you move on to day 3. Okay, so what we have now is you have something that looks something like this, which is some scary alien looking kind of person. All right, and this is all just our basic layout of proportions and what just an overall average of a human face looks like, or where the facial features are kind of laid out. And as I told you, these things are going to change a little bit as we go along, because it's gonna start looking more like you. So this is going to be difficult because now I got to look in the mirror a lot. And when I say I look in the mirror a lot, I mean it. I really want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Let me see if I can get a pillow to prop that up on. Okay, this is where I'm going to start needing an eraser, any eraser. Probably more my white eraser than my kneaded eraser at this point. So I'll have that. Okay, that kind of works, right? As far as pencil, I'm going to still stay with a light pencil just because I'm not 100% on any of the marks I'm making. So I'm going to still keep it very, very light. I'm going to still use my HB, or maybe I'll use my 2B. I'll switch it up. I'll go to my 2B. It's a little bit darker. So the thing that I'm going to concentrate on today, sorry that you can't see my face, but I want you to see what I'm drawing more than my face. I'm going to start to concentrate on the actual shape of my face, which is definitely not an egg, right? So as you guys know, I'm lean and I have a long face, a little bit of a horse face, I would say. So in order to do that, I'm going to make sure that my face is much longer than it is wide. I'm going to look at it. I have these cheekbones that pop out at a certain place. Then I kind of go in. It's concave in my cheek area. It comes down at my temple. So I'm just going to show you how I'm doing this. As I'm looking in the mirror, I'm looking at where it comes down towards my eye. Okay, just a little bit. You see, I just changed that line a little bit. Comes a little bit closer, and then it kind of bulges out for a cheekbone. Then it comes in a little more, and it comes down to about my mouth. It looks pretty straight where it comes down to about my mouth. So this would be my one side. I'm going to try it on the other side. Same thing. I'm going to see how it kind of comes in around the eye a little bit, pops out around the cheekbone a little bit, comes back in, kind of goes straight down till about my mouth. Let me just, something like that. Okay, not exact again, it's still very, very light, very sketchy. I'm still using my, my pencil like a baton. I can take some of these guidelines off if I want. What ends up happening when it gets to about my mouth, it's actually a little bit lower than my mouth. If I take this a little bit lower than my mouth, then I start to come in. I kind of square out, and then I come in. Now I'm having problems with my symmetry here. If you can see, it's not very symmetrical. Also, it looks too square at the bottom. I'm not that square. I think it rounds out a little bit more from my chin, so I'm going to soften that up a little bit. Notice that I did it before I'm going to go in and erase it. Did it, now I can go in and erase it. okay? And I'm just going to keep looking. I'm okay with this. The problem that I've been having, and I'll show you in a couple of drawings that I've just been doing just for practice, because I needed to remind myself on how to actually draw. And so this side's a little off too. Okay. So a problem that I've been having is I'm not aging myself well. Like I have no problem aging. I'm doing that. But in my images, and I'll show you, I'm drawing me as if I were 20 years old still. And yeah, I know where my age marks are. I know that it's in my neck. I know that it's in my jawline. But I'm having problems figuring it out. So anyway, this is where I am right now. I've just changed the shape of it. Ooh, let me get the light. All right, I just changed the shape of it a little bit. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my neck. And I'm going to see, where is my neck? Where does it start? Probably a little bit, just a tiny bit past the corner of my eye. Just a tiny bit. And I'm just going to make sure it's the same on both sides. We are not symmetrical beings. I mean, to some point we are. But if you were to take a picture of one side of your face and then take a picture of the other side of your face, they're not exact. You can't just fold them in half and have them completely match up. They're a little bit different. So that's my neck. I know I'm looking very, oh God, what's that guy's name? You won't know who he is, but Max Headroom, something like that. You wouldn't know who he is. He's from like the 90s. But anyway, yeah, completely lost reference on you guys. I know I'm looking masculine here, and I'll soften myself up. But for now, I'm just seeing things that are obvious to me as far as my shape. So my neck's long, so that's going to come down even further. I'm going to try to kind of just eyeball how long it is. What the hell was that guy's name? I want you to look him up now. Max, I don't know, ask your parents. Max, some kind of computer generated thing. All right, so I have the neck in there too. With this drawing, I won't be able to get my shoulders in, unfortunately. If I was doing it on the larger paper, I would be able to get the shoulders in. But I think a little bit longer than that. Maybe once I pull this along a little bit, I'll see that I made the neck too long, and then I'll shorten it and be able to get some shoulders in there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see, I can see my ears because my hair is back. Do not do your hair just so you can avoid your ears, please. Do your hair however you look. This is going to be over several days, so your hair is going to change. You'll see maybe tomorrow my hair will look different, maybe it won't, I don't know. But you kind of got to pick it, especially when you're working with models. You kind of got to just like pick one look and stick with it. So I'll stick with my hair like this, meaning I can see my ears. So I'm going to look, and we know where ears are approximately. So my ears kind of come off of these bumps that I drew here. I don't know if you can see. Here, all right. I suck at this, don't I, guys? All right, stop it. Okay, so you see, you see the you see how I have these, I don't even know which side is what. This backwards things drive me crazy. See how I have this kind of lump that comes out? That's what this is here on the sides. Now, if you look, my ear kind of shoots right off of that. So I'm going to place that, and then the bottom of my ear, and again, if I look up, the bottom of my ear is very low. If I look down, the bottom of my ear is very high. So you got to try to keep your face in one position and go with that. So I'm keeping it very straight, and I'm coming up from that bump, and I'm just sketching it in now, again, really lightly. And the bottom of it comes to just below the bottom of my nose, the bottom of my ear. just putting the shape in right now. I'm not going to bother with the details yet. And the reason I'm doing this is because I really want to get the hairline in. You kind of need to have your ears in to get your hairline in. Okay, so I just kind of penciled them in real quick, and they're sketchy and they're wrong. Look, like I made one too short, and now I gotta look, are they even? Are my ears even? Actually, it looks like this one hangs a little bit lower than the other one, so I'll fix that later. But I just want to know where they are so that I can put my hairline in. Now the hairline, we know this is the top of our head up here. This is not this. This is this. Okay, so this is the top of your head. How far up is the hairline? So that's what I need to look at. I have quite a forehead. So I'm going to deal with that. So I'm looking, my part is over my right eye, but I'm looking at it in the mirror, so it's going to be backwards, and that's fine. I'm going to start approximately up where I think it's going to be, and I'm just putting the shape in. If you guys start putting in strands of hair, I will not be happy. So don't do that. So I'm just putting the shape in for now, and I'll show you. Okay, so the first thing I did is this shape here. That's it. The shape that's created. I hate this lighting issue. I don't know how to fix it. Any suggestions, guys, tell me. So that's just the shape of my forehead now. That's created by my actual hairline, okay? It's backwards because I'm looking in a mirror. So let me go back to what I was doing here. So that's what I have there. Now I'm going to keep going with that. So the top, I have a part here. And again, I'm just sketching. It's light. Okay, so that would be kind of the top part. I'm still pretty masculine. Again, we'll fix that as we go. And then the next part I'm going to do is the rest of my hair. I'm just putting it in. Shape. It's just a shape. Okay, so that's it. So what you have for today, it's time for you to refine the shape of your face. I want you, let me get rid of this light and maybe you'll be able to see a little bit better. I want you to look in a mirror, get in front of a mirror. Remember, we are not doing this from a photograph. We are not doing this from memory. We're not doing it from our phone. Get in front of a mirror and figure out the shape of your face. Are you round? Do you have like a heart-shaped face? I'm very long and narrow, so that's going to be my shape. We're all going to be a little bit different. This is where you're going to start to try to find you. Again, it's not perfect. It's going to get adjusted again and again and again, and I'll work on that. Once you have that, get your hairline in, okay? I know it doesn't appear right because it's backwards, but that's what it is, okay? So this is day 3. Once you're done that, I'll show it to you again. Shape your face, get your neck in, get your hair in, okay? Just penciled in lightly because we're going to go in and we're going to refine it and refine it and refine it. But this is day 3. This is what you're going to finish today, and this is what you're going to turn into me today. Do not go on to day 4 until you get an okay from this, okay? This is it. I'll show you some of my other drawings tomorrow. I don't have any more time today. It's only 15 minutes that we get on this, but 15 minutes is a good block. So I want you to do that today, take a picture of it and submit it to me through Google Classroom, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye guys.